Welcome back to Anxiety Art Adventures. Today we're going to finish the Friday Freebie from Bennett Klein from this past Friday. If you guys were here, you remember we started this with different shades of polychromos. So I've pulled all the shades of polychromos that I've been using. They're all out, ready to go. So we're going to start on that. So anyway, those of you on YouTube know this is a live show on ustream.tv. Feel free to come over on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and join the fun fibs in the chat. It's always a good time. So anyway, I am almost at 500 subs, so I really appreciate everybody showing the love. And when I get to 1,000 subs, I'm going to do a pretty large giveaway. So if I get to that point, that will be a big surprise. So anyway, yeah. So we're going to get started on this. We finished using purple, and I wrote it down. I'm pretty sure I'm on the violet. And if we finish this today, which we may or may not, depending on the time, if we finish this, then I'm going to start a page in Book of Beasts. I've had a couple of people request this to be colored, to start coloring in this, so we might do that if we have time. So. Yeah, I know. Yeah, my mom gave me such a hard time about not having my nails painted on stream, so I went ahead and painted them. So, yeah, so hi to everybody coming in. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but welcome. So let me zoom in a little bit so we can see what we're doing. So what's everybody working on today? Hopefully lots of fun stuff. Okay. Alright, I will tell you guys, I like my polychromos. I can't stand the fact that they roll off my desk. So, that's another reason why I'm looking at the Pablos, because they're a hexagon shape, so they would lay flat. So anyway. Alright, so I started with the lightest purple, which actually used a Koh-i-Noor. You guys can't see that because it's a light color, but it's a Koh-i-Noor polycolor. This is an oil-based pencil as well, and I'm using the reddish violet. That was the base color of the purple. Now I'm going to move on to a little bit darker color, which is the violet, which we did do a little bit. I'm probably going to do a little bit more of the violet. And then we're going to move on to the purple violet, which is the next darkest shade of the polychromos. And we're just going to fade it up. And I still haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with this. Whoops. Go away, shavings. Still haven't decided what we're going to do with this top portion yet. So we'll figure that out when we get here, when we get there. Sorry guys, I've been volunteering all day, so I'm pretty tired. So anyway, I'm just going to do a light layer. The darkest is going to be at the bottom. So yeah. So let's see, what's everybody working on? Oh, Mac, this came from Bennett Klein's Facebook group. He gives an image away every Friday. So if you go to his Facebook group and ask to join, and they'll let you join, you can get free images from him every Friday. And he did post one yesterday. Let me show that to you guys. I showed it to a couple people last night for reaching over 5,000 viewers. He gave this one away. I'll kind of show it to you guys so you can see. Haven't started on this one yet either. So it's like a a ship with an octopus on it with all the sails. So it's a really cool image. Yeah, so I need to color that at some point. So yeah. Yeah, Ange is at work. I'm glad that you're not working and playing with us, Ange. So yeah, just doing the violet. And I want the darkest to be at the bottom and then have it fade up. Don't get me wrong, guys. I do like my polychromos. They blend beautifully. But I just can't stand the rolling off the desk. Because, you know, when you work with them, when I work with the pencils, I actually leave them on my desk, so I'm not having to pull them in and out of the case. I'm going to move now to the darker purple violet. So I have them all laying up on my desk. Well, they roll around. I don't like that. So apparently the excuse me, the Caran d'Ache Pablos, they are hexagons, so they won't roll everywhere. Okay, I'm just doing, I'd say probably medium pressure. Just trying to get a darker layer towards the bottom. Trying to get rid of that white space. I can't stand white space on a page, which is why typically I like to use wet medium, because it covers up all the white space. But can't use it on this image with my crappy printer because the ink bleeds. Alright. So yeah, if you guys have suggestions for what color you want to work on this thing up here, let me know. Put a towel down so they don't roll. Put pencils you're using in a mug. Yeah. See, I'm weird though. I have them like all lined up, lightest to darkest on my desk. Piece of felt. Yeah, that's true. That's true, guys. That is true. There are all kinds of different ways. It's just, I don't want to have to think about it when I put my pencil down. You know what I mean? Just me being lazy. I'll be the first to admit I'm lazy. Which is why Neo 2s have become my lazy medium of choice, because it just covers so much area so quickly. And you don't have to rinse out brushes if you use a water brush, and you know, it's different than using acrylic paint, which I still use acrylic paint for backgrounds. I haven't done it in a while. Probably need to get back to that at some point. Alright, so this is just, like I said, just going in order of light to darkest. Okay, so that is the purple violet. So now I'm going to go to the darkest of the purples, which is mauve. yeah, sorry, I'm not paying attention to chat, guys. Have a tray next to me. Put a pillow on the floor. Yeah. Put a pillow on the floor so I can catch them. Or so the pillow can catch them. Yeah, the problem with that is my cat will catch them before the pillow will. My cat loves pencils, boy. She will bat them around the room like nobody's business. And then she likes to chew on them. She's very strange. It's like, I know that can't taste good. But apparently it does to her, so. Yeah, she did that. Thank goodness it was only with my Crayola pencils. When I was out on the sofa, when I was down with my back being out, I had my Crayolas out on the sofa with me, and a couple of them fell to the floor and I didn't know it. And then I heard her chewing on the pencils. I was like, what? Ew. How does that taste good? But she didn't get sick from them, so that's good. At least they're not toxic. I don't think anything Crayola makes is toxic because it's kid friendly. All right, if anybody has any questions, just put them in caps. Not that there are really any questions about doing this. All right, so that's got a pretty solid dark color to it with the fade. So then what I do is once I've gotten all of my darkest layers that I want on, I then go over the entire section with the lightest color, the entire section of the purple. I'll go over that with the lightest color of the purple. So yeah. Hi, Miss Aromatica. You use the plastic trays that come in pencil tins. You know what? That is a great idea. I actually have all of my trays in tins still. That's an awesome idea. Oh, really, Mac? Your cat chewed pencils too? I mean, my other cat I had before this one, she would play with them, but she wouldn't chew on them. No, my cat will like chow down like it's mealtime with pencils. It's really strange. And she loves popcorn. Oh my gosh. If you make popcorn, she comes running. Like when she hears it popping in the microwave, just runs. Okay. So this is the reddish violet. This is the lightest color. So I'm just going to go over all the purple with, light to medium pressure. And anywhere I see any white space, I'm going to go in a little bit of a circle to kind of go against the grain of what I've been doing. And I'm going to lightly fade up into the blue. So that there's a little bit of a transition there. Yeah, but I really do like this image. This is a really cool image that Bennett Klein put out. And apparently he and his daughter, May, are working on a new book. So I'll be excited to see how that's going to turn out. And again, guys, I know you've heard me say it many times, but love these pencils, the Koh-i-Noors. They're great, blend well, and relatively inexpensive in comparison to other oil pencils. So Okay. So there might be a little bit of white space. I'm not going to worry about it that much. Because like I said, this is more of just a demonstration of coloring than anything else. Or of how I color. Okay. Now there's some little white spots here that are bugging me. Okay. All right, so I'd say that that's what we're going to use for the purple. Haven't been reading the chat, you guys. Hey, Bunny. You had a dog once peel a cooked small red potato with its teeth and then ate the skinless potato. That is hilarious. That is funny. Okay, so I'm gonna put the purple to the side over here because we're done with the purple. So with the blues, we had started with a light, the lightest layer was a light cobalt turquoise of the polychromos. And now we're going to move on to, this is cobalt green. So this is the next lightest color. And we're going to do this more towards the bottom because we want the bottom area to be the darker. So did you guys go to Jess's stream today? I watched her, when I got home, I watched her giveaway video. That looked really nice, and Judy Patootie won that. That was awesome. And guys, like I said, I am just going right over the black lines. A lot of people will sit there and try to color inside each one of these. No, not me. To each their own, but I just I don't have patience for that. I just don't. And this goes a lot quicker. Sorry if I'm not talking. I'm concentrating. Oh, apparently she gave away, it was a beautiful journal. It was a real pretty journal with writing on the front of it. I can't remember what it said, but it was like a positive saying on the front. It's really pretty. So Judy Patootie got that. And I haven't watched all of her other, because apparently she streamed for a while today while I was volunteering. Apparently she got a bunch of new art supplies, so I randomly, quickly scrolled through the video of her art supplies to see, or no, it was the coloring books. I think it was the coloring books. So I got to go back and look at all of them later. Got a bunch on my list that I need to look at. All right, so I'm kind of bringing the blue down into the purple. Kind of give it that bluish purple kind of look. Thanks, Scooby. Oh, you got your dragon book today. Good. Hey, Clark Clan. Thanks for popping in. I'm pretty sure that's Rebecca. Yeah, just want to try and get this finished so I can throw it on the Facebook group page and move on to the next. Because before you know it, it'll be Friday and I'll have another free one up. I've got a bunch of free ones saved in a folder on my computer that I haven't had time to color yet. So yeah. There are a couple of Star Wars ones. There's a Yoda and also a Stormtrooper. So I've got those saved in a folder. You know I want to get to those because I am a Star Wars fanatic. Love my Star Wars. Yep, just doing this is cobalt green. We're going to do this and then do a darker. I pulled out the darkest of the aquas. I don't know if I'm going to use that one or not. I think it might be too dark for this. So we're going to have to see. I'm going to put down the other color. Because I do want to keep it, I don't want it to be too dark. But yeah, this takes time, guys. For those of you on YouTube, I do not speed up any of my videos. I don't like it. I don't like watching any of those sped up videos. Primarily because I like to see the whole process and how long it really takes someone to color. Excuse me. I'm just not a fan. To each their own. So, you know, if you do speed up videos, more power to you. I just don't care for it. And that's just personal preference. So don't put a comment on my YouTube, pretty please. That would be great. But I do like the fact that when you're watching a video that's not sped up, I mean, you appreciate how long it takes, you know, the person drawing or coloring or what have you, you appreciate how long it takes them to finish. Or at least I do. So. I think you guys are starting to get an idea of how this is going to look with the darker colors being put on like that. I think it's going to look pretty groovy. Yes. Star Wars is awesome. Okay, Mitz, if you're in the Facebook group, the Color My Sketchbook Facebook group, at the top of the group, there should be an options button and it'll say files, I think. And they have them saved in files. I can't remember exactly. I can't do it right now, but I can link it to you. Well, actually, I probably can't, but I can send you how when I'm done with the stream. But yeah, there are a bunch of cool things in there in the files. There are tips and tricks on coloring. There's colored pencils that people use. Of course, there's a group. There are a bunch of files broken out by each book he's done and each image, and people can upload their images to the appropriate book and file. So I always post one on the group and then post one in the file, and that way they have it saved. Not that they really want to keep it, I mean, but that's where everybody puts their finished Bennett Kleins. So yeah. Okay. She was very little. They showed the films on telly, and she was watching the first film. Oh, R2D2 and dog. She called Chewbacca a dog. That's great. That's true, Scooby. And you can slow down a sped up video. It's just, I don't know, to each their own. I just, personal preference. I like to watch the whole thing from start to finish. I'd say the only one that I don't mind being a sped up video, because it's only sped up here and there, is watching Peta Hewitt. She speeds up some sections of her video, but not too much of it. So, yeah. And for those of you on YouTube, if you don't want to sit here and watch me color, then just, fast forward. Doesn't bother me. Okay, so now we're going to go with the next darker shade, which is Cobalt Turquoise. And I think this is going to be the darkest I go, because I think this one's going to be too dark. Helio Turquoise, so yeah. Oh yeah, that's going to be dark enough. I don't know if you guys can see, but see how much darker that is than this? So yeah. You don't see files. Okay, let's see. Maybe someone else on the stream can help you. Hold on, let me go to... Alright, if you go to, on my phone, if you go to info, and scroll down, and it says files. And that's on my phone. I don't know if it's the same if you're using a laptop or a computer, so. That's true, Mac. If I wanted to if I wanted to go that far with it, I don't think I am. To be honest, I think I'm just gonna use this as the darkest layer and move it along. And I'm just doing a light layer towards the top, and then towards the bottom I'm pressing harder so that there's a darker layer. Because then I'm going to go over all of it with the lightest color. Fill in all the white spots. But it is pretty. That is a pretty aqua. Exactly, Mac. I'm reading what Book Nest are saying here. Okay. I'm not sure, Mitz. I don't know if someone else in the chat can help you find the files under Bennett Klein's group. That's how I find it. It's under info, and you scroll down and you see files. So sorry. Because I do all of it on my phone. And not all of them are there. Some of them are not. They're just ones that he decided to leave up, per se. Because most of the time, Bennett Klein will take down the Friday Freebie after, I think, 24 or 48 hours. Which is smart, because you don't want everybody and their mother having access to it. Apparently he's already had some problems with his artwork getting stolen. So, which is really a shame. You know, one person can ruin it for everybody. Okay. Oh, Ange is having problems, I guess, staying in the chat. Sorry about that, Ange. We all know Ustream is our favorite friend. Okay. Alright, I'd say that's pretty close for the dark. There's always the couple of little places that always have little white spots that bug me. Bugs me to death. Okay. I keep saying okay, don't I? See, I could just sit here and fuss with this for a while. But I need to move it along. Move it along, because I am definitely going to finish this image today. Okay. I'm just trying to fix the glaring transition, which I may have to fix with the other blue. Okay, so now we're going to go over the whole thing with the lightest color, the light cobalt turquoise. I'd say medium pressure, guys. But I also have a very heavy hand when it comes to coloring, so my medium pressure will probably be different for you guys than it is for me. And yes, doing it this way is going to fade out the black lines a little bit, the outline. That doesn't bother me as long as you can still see the lines, which you can. I mean, you can still see them. So, yeah. I'm not really watching chat that much, guys. Sorry. Trying to get this done. But if you have anything you want to say to me, just throw it in caps. I think it would be awesome if I could get the one and only Mr. Bennett Klein on a stream one day. That would be amazeballs. I wouldn't even know how to act though. I'd just be like, bah, 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 you know? I'd be total blubbermouth. I just wouldn't even know how to act. I'd be ridiculously just, you know? And the funny thing is, I'm sure that if I asked him to be on a stream, he would do it. I'm pretty sure he would do it. If it was obviously, you know, an image of his that we were working on. Which that wouldn't be a problem. I take that back. He may not do it, but he may. You never know. Something I had thought about was asking him to join a stream, see what he would say. And I'm sure he gets people asking him that all the time. I'm sure he does. So I don't want to be that person, you know. But I figure there wouldn't be any harm in just being like, hey, you know, we're gonna feature one of your images from your books on our stream, and how would you like to join us? Yeah. Yeah, I would be dropping my pencils. That's about right. Go back and look at chat. What? Hold on, guys. What? LEC videos. What am I looking for, Ange? I have no idea what I'm looking for, guys. Sorry. I'm not going to sit here and scroll back. There's so many things going on in here. I'm not going to sit here and look at it. Yes, links are open. Mac. No, I'm not. Well, I'm glad somebody was able to help you, Mac, find the files on his page. But yeah, that would be pretty cool to have him be on a stream. That would be the easiest way for all of y'all to see Laura make a complete and utter fool of herself. He does follow my YouTube. If I tag his name in a YouTube, he actually comments, which is awesome. I try not to do it very often, just because I don't want to be like tag. And actually, I've only tagged him when I've done reviews of his books. I don't tag him on any of the coloring pages. So, like, I won't tag him in this one. I'm just filling in all the white space, guys. And then doing a little bit of a transition up into the orange. Okay. Sophia says she was going to super glue. I'm not going to say that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Chat is a hoot. I'll tell you what, last night I felt so bad for Ella. And if Ella, you're watching, I'm so sorry. We were full of sass last night on your stream. And then it transitioned over onto my stream late last night. It did an impromptu stream. I do that every now and then where I just feel like streaming and get on and cause ruckus with the girls. I don't record any of those. We just get on and have fun. But yeah, we were we were full of sass last night, that's for sure. Full of sass. Poor Travis. Travis is the only one that I know of, one of our male friend in the box, and he was getting to listen to all the sass from all the ladies. It was kind of funny. Kind of funny. I don't know if Travis is here today. I don't think he is. Yes, last night was fun, Ange. I agree. Yeah, I need to do that more often. That definitely helped. I had a rough day yesterday, work-wise. So yeah. All right. So I think we're about finished with the blue. What time is it? Okay, good. It's almost 5 o'clock because Cass comes on at 6:30. Kathy. I mean, I don't want to really rush this page, but at the same time, I've done 2 streams on this page so far, so I don't want to move on to bigger and better things. Well, not better, don't get me wrong, but other things. Don't put words in my mouth. Come on now. I didn't mean to put words like that in my mouth. Okay. Still trying to fill white space in. That's the thing, when you use color pencils, it's so hard to get all that white space. And I know you guys can't really see it. I can see it though. Okay. Let's see, that's good enough. All right. It's looking pretty vibrant. Pretty vibrant. Vibrant. I can't talk today. It's nice when you hear of artists or designers who do that though. I remember there was a Norwegian lady. She got herself on to the 245. I'm reading chat, sorry, I'm talking to myself. Wow, that's cool, Mac. Oh, I know it did, Ange. I know. Bye, Scooby. Yeah, I was going to put, a post on the Color My Sketchbook Facebook page saying that I was streaming one of his images, but I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. lots of reasons, but I don't know. I kind of like my group that I have on my streams now as it is. And don't get me wrong, I love getting new subscribers and new viewers. I think that's great, but I don't know if I want to get a whole bunch all at the same time. I think that might be a little overwhelming for me anyway. It's already overwhelming that I'm almost at 500 subscribers. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, guys. And I know there are lots of people out there with a lot more than that, but for little simple me who just colors because I enjoy it, it's pretty intimidating, to be honest. So the white space is okay. It gives a bit of freshness and light rather than completely even color. That's true. That's very true. I mean, you can still, there's still white spots. There's still white spots in there. I'm not completely doing it. There's still some white spots. I don't like this harsh blue to purple though. This line across here. I'm not digging that too much, but it's all right. We're going to fix that later. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the orange. So the lightest color of the orange was dark chrome yellow. That's what we used. What time is it? 5. Okay. So now I'm going to go with the next lighter color, which is cadmium orange. And we're going to do that. Oh, that's a lot darker, isn't it? Woo. All right. Probably won't need that other dark color. And what do you guys think of coloring this section up here? Any ideas of what color that should be? We put up on YouTube. I know, Book Nester, it's always a concern of mine too, of someone being offended or... Right, and to be honest with you, I'll tell all you guys right now, if it gets to the point where I'm not enjoying what I'm doing on stream, and if I get, you know, a bunch of nasty people make comments, I'm just not going to stream anymore. It's not worth it to me to go through that. When I try as hard as I can to answer everybody's comments and questions on my YouTube. But yeah, if it gets to the point where I'm constantly worried about, you know, what people are thinking or saying on YouTube, it's just not worth it to me. To each their own, but, you know, that's just my personal opinion. So we'll see. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I appreciate everybody of all my subscribers on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. And I do hope that I've helped people. That's the whole point of doing what I'm doing. Is to help people feel creative, or, you know, if they have questions about any of the products that I'm using or techniques. But again, I'm new. I'm a newbie at coloring. I've only been doing it about a year. So everything I've learned, honestly, guys, is from YouTube videos and watching other people. Big shout out to Dee Dee Willingham. I've learned pretty much everything I know from her. She is a huge inspiration to me, and I greatly appreciate her talent. And Peter Hewitt, that's another shout out, because I watched a lot of her videos before I found Dee Dee. So, yeah, it's just you know, but this is supposed to be fun. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and stress about, oh my gosh, this isn't going to be shaded right, or it could be, you know, not look right, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to stress about that. I'm doing this for fun. So. Oh, I hear you, Orla. I appreciate it. You made it easier for you to put things out there. Oh, well, good. Yeah, I do have to accept that they're just trolls out there. I agree, Mac. I agree. We do. We learn a whole lot from streamers. A whole lot. I know I have, for sure. Bye, Elizabeth. Thanks for stopping in. Yep. Blocking is the answer. I agree. And I have not had to do that yet, thank goodness. Not on YouTube anyway. I've had to do that on Twitter and Facebook, but not on YouTube. So, yeah. Yeah, this is a lot darker orange than I thought it was going to be. What is this one again? Cadmium orange. It's a big jump. But that was the next lightest one I had, so yeah. Yeah, some people love you and some people will hate you. I hear you. I hear you, Miss Aromatica. Yep. Yep. But here's my view on that. I agree that everybody's going to have their opinion, and not everybody is going to like what I'm doing, and they're going to think, you know, it needs to be done a different way. I get it. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. However, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, and I'm not trying to make this a negative stream by any means, guys. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but YouTube is awesome in the fact that you have a choice. You can choose to subscribe to somebody, and you can choose to unsubscribe. If I subscribe to someone and for some reason something changes and I don't like what they're doing, I just unsubscribe. I mean, I don't leave a nasty comment. I don't, you know, I don't say anything rude. I might, you know, if it's somebody I've watched for a long time, which I haven't unsubscribed, but from a couple of people that I've watched for a long time. And this is with video games, guys, not with art. I might make a comment and just say, you know, I would have liked to have seen more of this, but I understand why you're, you know, showing things the way you are or what have you. But I'm not negative and mean about it. But very rarely do I ever leave a comment. I'll just unsubscribe because that's the joy of YouTube. You can choose who you can subscribe to, and you can choose who you can unsubscribe from. So, yeah. All right. I think we're coming down to the wire with the orange, hopefully. Yep. Yeah, exactly. All right. New topic. Oh. Okay, so just a little bit of a heads up to you guys. I will be streaming next Tuesday, which is, what what is next Tuesday? The 28th. However, I will not be streaming on is that right? Yeah, the 28th I'll stream, but I will not be streaming on the 7th. I will not be here. And then I'll resume again on the 14th. So, yeah, just let you know, I will not be around to stream on the 7th. So if someone would like to take my place, feel free. I'm totally open to that. Maybe Carol TNT can take her spot back for that night. Who knows? All right. I'm just kind of filling in some of the darker areas that are shaded. Okay. All right, we're getting there. How did I get the coil binding on the Dragon Book? I went to Kinko's and had them bind it for me, Orla. Yep. Very true, Mac. Very true. Yes, Orla. Not only will I be sunning and funning, so to speak, with my husband, it will be my entire family. So hopefully we will not all kill each other. No, we'll have fun. We'll have fun. It'll be good. Okay. Gonna do one more darker shade of orange, and then I think that's all the orange I'm gonna put on it. Oh, and this one is orange glaze. This is definitely darker. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's definitely got a darker tint to it. And I'm not going to take this all the way around. I'm just going to take it a little bit up into the middle. Maybe a metallic top section. Red to fuchsia, close to the purple you started with. Oh, Orla. That's what separate hotel rooms are for. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're all gonna have those, that's for sure. Very excited to be going though. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Who wouldn't want to go to Nassau, huh? Yeah, I don't know how the red, I mean, I guess I could. That is actually an okay idea. Red to fuchsia. And then have the outer part up here go back to the purple that I have on the bottom. That might be an idea. Like a darker, yeah, like a pinkish red to pink to purple. Maybe. And what I might do, which is probably going to piss some people off, but I might just think about it and not do this section and just show you the rest of it later. Because I kind of want to start on the other book today. So. Okay. So, let me do this. Let me... Oh, my computer wants to darken out. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over with the lightest orange, which is actually really a yellow. This is the dark chrome yellow. Sorry, I gotta turn it to get to certain spots. Excuse me. Never fails. I always make a nice hot cup of coffee before I go on stream, and it just sits there. And I don't drink it. So now it's cold. That's alright. I'm gonna have dinner here in a little while. So yeah, this was a fun experiment with Bennett Klein's Friday Freebie. I wanted to do it this way instead of, you know, coloring in each individual section. I wanted to try and do a transition piece, which, you know, it's okay. It's not great. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this. So I will say I like the polychromos. Yay. Alright, let me zoom out. Right, Mac, I gotcha. Introduce a small, tiny touch of the pink at the very base of the pattern. I'm reading chat, guys. Yeah, no, I do the same thing, believe me. Alright, let me zoom back out. Okay, so. Alright, I think I'm going to stop this recording and leave this as is right now. But you got a pretty good idea of how it's going to look. And I do like the idea that Mac is telling me to do maybe like a pink to fuchsia, or red to a fuchsia back to the purple. So you're like full cycling again. That might be what I do. Anyway, but I'll finish it off stream and post the result. But at least you get a pretty good idea of how I colored that. So I'm going to stop this recording because this one is designated to Bennett Klein's Friday Freebie. And then I'll start another one for about 45 minutes. We'll work on Book of Beasts. So those of you on YouTube, I appreciate you watching. And I'll see you again really soon.